Welcome to Safeco Field, everybody, here in Seattle, Washington. Good to have you with us for Mariner Baseball, Game 3 of a 4-game series with the Texas Rangers. Mariners trying to stop a little 2-game mini losing streak here as they take on the Rangers with Martin Perez against Vidal Nuno, the pitching matchup. Let's take a look at the Rangers batting order for tonight.
For Ranger manager Jeff Bannister leading thing off, it'll be Drew Stubbs, and it is Choo with the home run last night, a 3-run home run early in the ball game. Fielder, Beltre, Napoli in the middle of the lineup, then it's Andrus Odor, Chirinos, and Strasburger rounding out the 9 for the Rangers.
Drew Stubbs, veteran, leading off. Started the season with Colorado. Fouls, second pitch back. He's behind. 0-2. Nuno, quick worker. Obtained earlier in the season from Arizona, way upstairs. Got a new catcher, Stephen Barron. His major league debut, 24-year-old from Miami, Florida. 2-2. There's Barron. Got to the ballpark at 12:45 today. Took a look at the lineup and went, "Whoa!" I'm in there. Called mom and dad. Swing and a miss. Stubbs is gone. Was fired up, and there's Stephen Barron catching the first out of the ball game.
Mariners defense brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller getting the start in left field tonight. O'Malley out in center. Had a couple of diving catches for O'Malley in center field last night. Romero in right. Kyle Seager at third base. Marte the shortstop. Cano and Trumbo on the right side of the infield. And as Dave mentioned, Stephen Barron making his major league debut. For Nuno on the year, a 3.72 ERA, 36 strikeouts, 10 walks. Opponents hitting .283 against him.
Strike one to Shin-Soo Choo. Homer last night. 3-run shot in the third inning. He's behind 0-2. Dan Bellino barking out balls and strikes tonight. Bruce Streckman at first. Alfonso Marquez at second. And Tom Hallion at third. Choo got off to the miserable start. 0-95 in his first 16 games. And picked it up in May. Hit .295. Cooled off a little bit. This month he's picked it back up. 417 in the month of September in the early going.
For Nuno, his average fastball 89 miles an hour. Likes to throw a slider, and he will throw it a lot.
Swing and a miss. Tagged by Barron on Choo. There's 2 outs. Good start for Nuno.
And we'll take a look at the last pitch in our Alaska Airlines Supermo, getting Choo to chase this pitch down out of the strike zone. And a good job by Stephen Barron to keep it in front of him. Prince Fielder stepping in. The Mariners will put the shift on with Fielder hitting.
And right after Vidal Nuno. Nuno, 28 years old, out of National City, California, at the Baker University in Baldwin City, Kansas. He means business coming out of the gates here, ahead of 6th leading hitter in the American League, Prince Fielder. Night for Prince last evening. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 73 degrees here in Seattle. Wonderful day. Wind barely moving the flags. Left field about 2 miles an hour. This one popped up foul.
And we'll take a look at the swing by Fielder. He gets a slider. It's an aggressive swing on an elevated pitch.
Barron taking a look. And no play. 2-2. Broken bat looper into late center field. Base hit for Fielder. Welcome everybody to the booth. Dave Sims with Mike Flowers. The Mariners trying to end this 2-game skid here against a Texas ball club that's very, very much in the race, only a game out behind Houston.
And the Mariners ball club getting younger by the day. You talked about Steven Barron making his major league debut behind the plate, but also a young outfield, now very athletic outfield tonight. So, you know, one of the things with Nuno is pitching quickly, throwing a lot of strikes. You'd like to see him get deep in the ball game so that hopefully you can turn things over to Carson Smith and Tom Wilhelmsen.
Strike one, Adrian Beltre. For 5 last night, struck out twice of sweeping breaking balls. Here's the 0-1. Nuno's pitching like he's got a cab waiting for him, door open, motor running. Good pace. 0-2. To Beltre.
Pretty good fastball, trying to get it in on his hands. To the right-handers with his slider, and he'll throw his slider quite a bit. He'll try to throw it at their back foot, get him to swing over the top of it.
Timeout, his fielder getting some dirt out of his spikes at first base. One-two pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Adrian Beltre. Mike Napoli's on deck.
For the Rangers, it's a veteran lineup. And they're going to make Nuno work, although he's throwing a lot of strikes already. 22 pitches here in the first.
2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Right to Cano. Looks to Marte. They get fielder inning over. Mariners will bring up Marte, Seager, and Trumbo. And a beautiful sunset here in Seattle. Nothing across for the Rangers. We'll be right back. Del Marte has really been a bright spot for this Mariner ball club. He's going to lead things off. Here's the rest of the batting order for this evening.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Following Marte, it'll be Kyle Seager. 22 home runs on the year for him. Trumbo moves up in the lineup. He's going to hit third. He's been a hot hitter. Lloyd McClendon moving him into that 3 spot. Cano, Montero, and Miller in the middle of the lineup. Romero, Stephen Barron again making his major league debut. He will hit 8th, and Sean O'Malley will round out the 9 for the Mariners. For Martin Perez, 9 appearances on the year, ERA just over 5, 28 strikeouts, 15 walks. Opponents hitting .294 against him.
Perez first pitch to Marte, in there for strike. Sal trying to end an 0 for 8 run. Check that, he was 2 for 4 last night. My mistake. Had a good night. He's behind here 0-2. Well, Perez working quickly too. Rare that you see a couple of guys out of the gate. Real good pace.
Perez will try to keep the ball on the ground the best that he can. His fastball average is around 92 miles an hour as he picks up a strikeout at Marte. Best off-speed pitch is his changeup. And a look at the defense for the Rangers. Strasburger in left field, Stubbs in center, Chu out in right, strong throwing arm in right field, Beltre the third baseman, Andrews and Odor playing up the middle, Mike Napoli at first base, and Chirinos will do the catching tonight.
Kyle Seager the hitter. 11-game hitting streak working, 20 for his last 43. He has really looked good.
Kyle with 22 home runs on the year, 10 of them against left-handed pitching.
Kyle's got good numbers against Perez too, 7 for 17, couple of home runs. Take a look at our Arco top performers, most home runs versus left-hand pitching this season. Chris Davis, Kyle Seager, Prince Fielder, Cole Calhoun, and Robinson Cano. Look out. That hit its seat and ricocheted a long way.
With Kyle hitting, the Rangers have the shift on him. You can see what he's done against lefties this year. Not only 10 home runs, but a .304 batting average for Kyle. And there you can see the defense alignment.
Stay fair. Hit the bag. It does.
And taking advantage of the shift. Saw Beltre, the only one on the left side of the infield. And for Kyle, right down the line, wanted to bunt it firmly so that the pitcher didn't have a play on it. And you can see Beltre, pretty good break on the ball. And for Kyle, keeps fair as it hits the base. And that will bring up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo has his batting average up to .251 now. He's hit 11 home runs with the Mariners.
The other good thing about Trumbo, he's tied his career best 10-game hitting streak.
Kyle with that bunt base hit extended his to 12 games. Martin Perez likes his changeup, will throw it a lot, and he will throw it at any point in the count. First pitch, down in the count, doesn't matter.
One pitch. Boy, hit that hard, base hit. Nice job by Trumbo. 11-game hitting streak, a new personal standard for Mark.
.92-mile-an-hour fastball, and hits it hard. Able to find the hole, and Andrews trying to dive and make the catch, wasn't able to get to it. For Martin Perez, his ground ball percentage this year, 62%.
Here's Robinson Cano.
about the home run he hit last night?
No question about it. Got all barrel to it.
98 miles an hour off a lefty right on the inside corner.
Boy, it hit, what, 100 a couple of pitches before.
Right.
Swing and a miss. Robbie starting the night at 279 hitter, 15 overs. He had 62 runs batted in. So he's done runners in scoring position. One. Rangers won last night's game 9-6, won the opener 3-0. One to Robbie. Slicing drive. Nobody's going to glove it. Bases are loaded. Talking to Jeff Bannister, first-year manager for the Rangers. He says a lot of times Perez has an inning. This might be it.
Well, for Perez, coming off of Tommy John surgery is the reason why he only has 9 appearances. You take a look at the classic swing by Cano. Chance him a little bit, inside-out swing. And the good news, that ball slicing away from Stubbs in center field. So the Mariners now with 3 straight hits and a great opportunity for Montero. Mike Maddox, pitching coach, out at the mound.
Jeff Bannister saying typically has one inning that gets away from him, tries to be a little bit too fine. This is a good opportunity for the Mariners to just put them up against the ropes here.
Mentioned him coming off of Tommy John surgery. His stuff is back. He has a good fastball at 92, and his changeup again his best pitch. He will mix in a curveball with it. But he's always been a command type pitcher, and just not quite there yet.
Montero on the ground. Odor bobbles. They get the force. A run scores. And they had an opportunity for an inning-ending double play. So it results in a run score for the Mariners.
Be an RBI for Montero right off the heel of his glove.
Oof.
And fortunately for the Mariners, it ends up behind him. Montero does not run well, better than he used to, but not well. And that would have been an easy double play. So the Mariners catch a break as they pick up a run.
4-6 fielder's choice RBI. 1-0 Mariners will bring up Brad Miller. Take those kinds of breaks. Runners hit the corners, 2 down. Brad 4 for 8 against Perez. Come back, and this will end it right there. They get a run on 3 hits. Low errors, leave 2. Second inning coming up. Time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag RTNWDataStrongFan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast that's brought to you by T-Mobile. Fielder's choice RBI for Montero has the Mariners ahead 1-0. His launch code, always green. Downtown Freddie Brown, one of the great shooters in NBA history. Sonics legend. Mike Napoli, Elvis Andrus, and Rougned Odor, 5, 6, and 7 here in the second inning. Two and 1 to Napoli, who played in the first game, the 3-0 Texas win. Mike went 3 for 4. Three and 1.
Nuno trying to keep the ball away from him. One fastball on the outside corner. He's missed with a couple of changeups away. Elvis Andrus waiting on deck. Good changeup again, right on the corner.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, time granted. Three-two pitch. First walk of the night by Nuno. He's got 2 strikeouts, gave up 1 base hit in the first inning.
For Nuno, he's done a lot of different things out of the bullpen for the Mariners. In his last start against Houston, he went 6 innings, giving up 5 earned runs. He threw 105 pitches, so he's good for 100 pitches tonight.
Andrus, one of their better bunters, fouls one back.
Rangers have some speed in their lineup. Stubbs, the leadoff hitter, can run. Andrus, of course, Odor, Strasburger.
Oh, 1 pitch. 0-1. Drove in a run last night in the 9th inning. Punt to first base. Nuno, nice play. Advancing to second is Napoli. Who better to share a 9-inning lunch with than King Felix? Tomorrow marks the final midweek Mariners matinee of the season when Felix takes the mound against the Rangers at a special 12:40 start time. Swap the office for the ballpark when you get tickets at Mariners.com. There's your pitching matchup, and it's a good one, too. Derek Holland back from multiple injuries. He's having a good year, 3-1 in his first 5 starts, and Felix at 16-8. There's Odor, the second baseman.
Sean O'Malley, the center fielder, shading towards right center, so they expect him to pull the ball in the air. Straight up on the infield.
Felix, by the way, with the 16 wins, is second only to Dallas Keuchel. In the American League, Keuchel's got 17, the left-hander for Houston. There's the King.
Rangers on the year hitting .241 runners in scoring position.
Rangers in good shape right now. Game behind Houston, 2.5 ahead of Minnesota in the wild card chase. Soon popped up and that plug.
Houston at Oakland tonight. They're in the second inning. Houston is up 1-0.
Boy, the Dodgers, they're on top of the Angels already. 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Scott Schebler, first pitch of the game for a home run off of Garrett Richards. 1-2 pitch here. Napoli at second. Nunez pitch fell back. Foul ball.
He's trying to mix it up on him. That last pitch, an elevated fastball after the slider off the plate away. He'll probably go right back to the slider, see if he can get him to chase it.
2-2, 1 out, runner at second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Comebacker. Thought about throwing to get Napoli. We'll take the out. Out number 2.
It was a smart play by Nuno. He had to make sure that he at least was going to get Napoli to go back to second base, and once he started back, decided to get the out at first.
There's a screen-saving postcard for you. That's for sure. Beautiful sunset this evening. Early September. Some rich colors out there. As Robinson Chirinos, the catcher, takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Chuno. Pitch by Nuno, 2-1.
He's starting to get a pretty good feel with his changeup to the right-handers. Last one, as you can see, right on the corner.
Three balls, 1 strike. One game the Rangers are interested in. The Twins are 2-2 with the Royals, bottom of the 8th. Minnesota 2.5 behind. Texas in a wild card chase, spot number 2. 3-1. They lost second walk of the inning.
And although Nuno is working quickly, he's throwing a lot of pitches already. 44 pitches as he works here in the second inning. Rick Waite's the pitching coach, making a trip out to the mound.
Two out, 2 on here in the second. Back at it tomorrow, as we showed you. Good pitching matchup. Felix against Derek Holland. Colorado Rockies come in over the weekend. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. And the Angels make their final visit Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings.
In last night's ball game, Lloyd McClendon ended up using 6 relievers. He has a lot of bodies out in that bullpen, and with Nuno and his pitch count, unless he can get a couple of quick innings, and we might see the same thing again, mix and match.
Fouled off by Ryan Strasburger, left fielder. He's playing in his 22nd game since being called up. Oh, 2. Pitches for 2 innings. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. With 3 strikeouts the first 2 innings for Vidal Nuno. And the Mariners lead 1-0. On 0 third game of a 4-game set with the Texas Rangers, and King Felix set to take them out tomorrow at Safeco Field, which means the Kings Court is back in action. Join us for the afternoon matinee. Starts at 12:40 when you get your ticket, t-shirt, and cake card for only $30 at Mariners.com/Felix. Stephen Romero leading off, the right fielder. Sixth game of the season here for Romero since his recent call-up. Bottom third of the order: Romero, Barron, and O'Malley. Chu is right there. Now for the first time in the major league, Stephen Barron coming to the plate. Young man from Miami. He was a supplemental first-round draft pick, 33rd overall in the 09 MLB First Player Draft.
And he also has his fan club here.
Parents here texted him. They were thrilled to find out he was going to get the start here today.
We had a shot of him in the dugout last night's ball game, his first game in the big leagues. And could not have had a bigger smile on his face. He was pretty excited about being here.
I want to tell you, I caught him at his locker today, and he was getting dressed quickly, putting the uniform on. They had to get their picture so they could get it up on a big board here. In-house entertainment folks making sure, taking care of business. Got his walk-up song together and everything.
Don't squeeze the rookie.
Perez got a break on that last caller. Dan Wilson going to be in uniform for the remainder of the season. Here's 2 pitches ago. Barron going, really? Hit 243 Double-A Jackson and 277 in Triple-A at Tacoma. Fly ball right field for Chu. 2 outs. I got the first AB out of the way. Finally caught up to Sean O'Malley, who's coming up to the plate. He is in center field today. During the course of his minor league season, he's played everywhere but pitcher, catcher, and first base. He's a shortstop by trade. I remember Lloyd said they wanted to bring him up in early June. Right around the time Willie Bloomquist got hurt. But Sean got hurt diving into second base in a steal attempt and really screwed up his left wrist. Rolled over on it. So they jammed it and then rolled over it. That cost him some time. He's been a spark plug in the limited time he's been up here in the last week. Andrews. Quick release gets him, and a 1-2-3 inning for Perez. Mariners lead 1-0. Say goodbye till tomorrow. Reminder, stick around after the game. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Brad Adam, Bill Kruger, Angie Menting, Jen Mueller. Have all your postgame information and clubhouse reaction. There we go in the third. And the top of the order, Drew Stubbs. Munoz struck him out at a 2-2 pitch to open up the ballgame.
Munoz so far has been able to hold the Rangers down through the first 2 innings, but he's had to throw a lot of pitches, 47 pitches through the first 2.
Coming over from Colorado. Rockies will be in this weekend. And ball goes foul.
So showing Dan Wilson in the dugout in uniform for the homestand. because of Hicks and Barron, working with the young kids. And I asked Danny for a scouting report on Barron today. He said, yeah, strong throwing arm. So he does a really good job of blocking the ball. He's really improved in a lot of different areas. As Nuno will get the strikeout.
Second time he's gotten stubs. That's 4 Ks in 2 1/3 innings.
I asked Dan, I said, will you talk to him in between innings? He said, probably not. And if I do, most of it is going to be early in the game just to try to get him to relax. He's going to be nervous.
Danny looks very comfortable in uniform down there, doesn't he?
Says he's enjoying it.
Good for him. Manager material?
Dan? If he wants to, I would assume. Right? That's what he wants to do one day.
Shin-Soo Choo 0-1. So he picks up the phone. Your phone rings. It's Dan. Yo, Blow. It's Dan. Need you for a coach, pal. You in?
I'd have to let him know. My partner would be upset about that. I'm fine.
I can hear it right now. Hey, Blow. Hey, Blow, what are you doing? What are you doing for the next, I don't know, 8, 9 months, maybe the next 4 or 5 years?
I don't know what he wants to do. I know he's really enjoyed working in the minor leagues with the kids this year. Take a look at this one. That fastball right on the tricep. It looked like it was above the pad, too. He's really enjoyed working with the kids.
One out, one on for Fielder.
Mariners have the shift on with Fielder hitting.
Brought him in between. Could not check that swing. Base hit right center field. The Fielder last time up. Outstanding year for Fielder. 5th in hits in the American League with 159. 3rd multi-hit games at 49. Kinsler at 54 leads. Donaldson with 50. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Vidal Nuno. There's 2 away. Men on here in the 3rd. Keep your eye on the bus. Follow us from a safe distance on Twitter at Sound Transit. Here's Beltre. Four-time Gold Glove winner and 3-time Texas Player of the Year.
Grounded out to second his first time up. Nuno so far 13 batters faced, 9 first pitch strikes.
Working outside. There's the 0-2. Milestone for Beltre, in great company with Tris Speaker, Mr. Aaron, Derek Jeter, and Rafael Palmeiro. 20-plus doubles, 10-plus games. Just to our right.
We saw this last night. Beltre running conversation with the home plate umpire, and that you'll see that all game long.
Dan Bellino, home plate umpire tonight. He was dialoguing with Tom Hellion last night. Tom working third base this evening.
You think he's trying to get an edge?
Oh, oh, jeez. Barron can't find it. Quick throw, got it. Nuno with 6 strikeouts in the first 3 innings, and a 1-0 Mariners lead. In club fitting. See what this young lady has. Pretty good setup with the iron. That's a nice looking swing. Stay dry. Oh! There's Marte fouling one off. Top of the order, Marte, Seager, Trumbo here in the 3rd. RBI fielder's choice first inning. Jesus Montero. 1-0 lead. And Marte, he's gone. There's 1 out. He struck out twice tonight. Perez. Second K of the evening. Bring up Kyle Seager. He shifted on him. He said, okay, here's your shift. And he bunted one down the third base line, hit the bag. Fair ball, and he had a base hit, extending his hitting streak to 12 ball games.
And he scored the 1 run in the ball game, so good time for the bunt. Beltre playing in a little bit further.
Strike 1.
And they don't have the shift on right now. Andrews playing more up the middle.
One. Perez out of Guanare in Venezuela. Which misses outside. 6 foot 195. 24 years old. He's hit for Kyle Seager. He's got a 2 for 2 night.
Would be a fastball, 92 in off the plate. It jams him. See Kyle fighting to pull his hands back in tight to his body, trying to get the barrel to it. Gets on a little bit, but he'll take the base hit.
Trumbo with the base hit to left field extended his hitting streak to a career best 11 games. Mariners had a run on 3 hits and left 2 in the first inning. Finals in from the East Coast and Central Time Zone. I'll run them down for you. Blue Jays get blown out at Boston 10-4. Big Papi hit a home run. It's 498th. The Yankees lost to Baltimore 5-3. Mets with a soul-crushing 3-game sweep at Washington. Cespedes hit a 2-run homer in the 8th to win it. 5-3. That's hit a ton. Deep left field. A Trumbo Jumbo. 2-run homer, and the Mariners have a 3-0 lead. Homer for Mark. RBIs 32 and 33.
So Lloyd McClendon, because Mark has been swinging the bat so well, moves him up, hits him third in the lineup today. It pays off. 2 for 2 days so far for Trumbo. Kyle Seager has scored a couple of runs. And as Dave mentioned, 12th home run of the year. And a couple more runs on the scoreboard for the Mariners.
Strong finishing kick for Trumbo. Edgar looks like a proud dad, doesn't he? See, I told you.
These guys have been scoring some runs, especially in the second half.
Total 21 home runs now for Trumbo. Hit the 9 with Arizona. Bobby fooled on that one, 1-1. Base hit to center for Cano in his first time up. Pulls it to Odor. 2 outs. 2 away and a couple runs in here in the third. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Comfortable evening here in Seattle. Here's Jesus Montero, drove in the first run for the Mariners. Ball 1. Strike at the bottom of the zone there against Perez against Montero. Cardinals salvaged the game in their series against Chicago, a 4-3 win earlier. Tampa Bay 8-0 over Detroit. Miami 5-2 over Milwaukee. Pittsburgh wins 5-4 at Cincinnati. There's a ripped foul. We're on TV, Grandma. Two to Montero. Swings through. That's 3 strikeouts for Perez, but a run on 2 hits for 2 runs on 2 hits for the Mariners as Trumbo goes out and gets one. And pounds it a long way. The Mariners lead has grown to 3-0. Coors Light Silver Bullet Saturday is this weekend. First 400 fans 21 and older in the pen during early happy hour receive a Silver Bullet Saturday t-shirt and extended happy hour pricing until first pitch. Plus, fans will have the opportunity to win a custom Coors Light refrigerator, tickets, and more. Come on out. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew here. Mariners battling the Texas Rangers. Start the day a game behind first place Houston, 2.5 ahead of Minnesota. Rangers currently holding the second wild card position behind the Yankees, who lost earlier to Baltimore. And right now Houston leads at Oakland 1-0. Bottom of the third as Mike Napoli leads off here. 1-1.
In that Houston game, Colby Rasmus with a home run, his 19th on the year.
Napoli walked his first time up. He'll be followed by Anderson Odor, 5, 6, and 7 here in the fourth inning. Napoli recently obtained from the Boston Red Sox, and he's punched out. Good-looking breaking ball by Nuno. That's his 7th strikeout, and he's got 3 consecutive strikeouts and 4 of the last 5. Take a look at our lows. Never stop improving. Current Mariner hit streaks. Some good numbers here. Kyle Seager, Mark Trumbo, both guys ripping it pretty good, and those are updated to the minute.
Hitting streaks with some damage, both of them with 4 home runs apiece.
Mariners hope to have Nelson Cruz. Talking to Elliott briefly today. He's hoping for Saturday. Listed right now day to day. James Paxton expected to get the start on Sunday. Foul. There's Nuno pitching into the fourth. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. And he's given up just 1 base hit. That was a first inning flare to right center field by Prince Fielder.
And he's done a really good job of mixing it up. His fastball command has been really good today. 15 batters he's faced, 10 first pitch strikes, but I like his changeup to the righties. Most of the time he'll come in out of the bullpen having to face the left-hander, so you see his slider a lot more. But tonight mixing in a good changeup.
Ground ball, routine play for Cano. 2 outs. Two outs here in the fourth. Brings up Rougned Odor, the second baseman. Hit a comebacker to Nuno. Nuno's pitch clock is probably set on about 3.5, 4.
You can see them stepping out on him now. I don't think that matters to him. He's just going to continue to go at his pace. If they step out, he'll just step off the mound and get right back up there again.
Popped up, playable. Seager's under it. Good inning for Nuno. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers in the fourth. Mariners enjoying a 3-0 lead. Root Sports being brought to you by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast, and by AM/PM. 2 months good stuff. Southbound look on I-5. Beautiful evening here in Seattle, where the Mariners have a 3-0 lead on the Texas Rangers. Game 3 of a 4-game set. And Brad Miller's going to lead it off here in the home fourth, followed by Stephen Romero and Stephen Barry. Brad comebacker Perez first in this one to Odor. Pitch one out. We'll bring up Romero. Flight out to right, first time up.
Stepping at the ball hard, going the other way, which is probably a pretty good idea off Martin Perez. A lot of changeups. Fortunately, the line drive right at you and right.
First pitch strike. Two, found it off the fist.
One of his better fastballs, 93 miles an hour, right on the inside corner, tied him up with it.
First inning, RBI fielder's choice by Montero. 2-run homer in the third by Trumbo for this lead. Ball and 2 strikes.
.49 pitches, 32 strikes.
There's 1-2 pitch. Taken for ball 2.
The month of September will be a good opportunity for Romero. Being there, I would think, against most of the left-handers.
Especially with Goody being out. We don't know when he'll be back.
Franklin Gutierrez and Nelson Cruz.
Even Barron on deck.
Another left-hander tomorrow in Holland. Left-hander on Saturday. Flande from the Rockies.
Good moment for Romero last Friday. Ended the game replacing Goody, who went down with an injury, had a 2-run homer in a big 4th inning as he draws a walk here. That's the first walk issued by Perez. As we take a look at our CenturyLink to what's next. Derek Holland, Felix Hernandez. That is a fine pitching matchup.
Now Holland has really thrown the ball well since coming off the disabled list. Felix looking for his 17th win on the year.
Felix 3-0 against Texas this year with a 2.18 ERA. Second plate appearance for Stephen Barrett, coming out of Miami, Florida. He was headed to Duke University, and then the Mariners convinced them to sign and play some baseball with his organization. Flight out to right his first time. Talking to Brad Miller during BP, and he said, hey, kid's a good athlete. He said, even for a catcher, he's a good athlete. Run, can throw. There's always a couple, 3 years behind Brad. And Dan Wilson was telling you the same thing, but
yeah,
it's interesting hearing Brad, you know, on the peer group talking about how impressed he is, having seen this kid in camp a few times. Odor, and they turn the double play. 4 in the books. Mariners lead 3-0.
nothing. Hi everyone, Angie Mentink with you, and later tonight, catch your first episode of Seahawks All Access, as well as the regular season, or as far as the regular season of Seahawks All Access. We've got exclusive sideline sights and sounds from the weekly matchups, interviews, and Seahawks stories that you're not going to find anywhere else tonight. I will catch up with Drew Nowak, the center for the Seahawks. And NFL blackout restrictions may apply for your local programming schedule. Visit rootsports.com. That's coming up tonight at 10:30. Guys?
Angie, thank you very much. Mr. Flowers threw 4. Mr. Nuno, 7 Ks, 2 walks, a 1-hit shutout.
Throwing the ball well tonight. He's had to throw a lot of pitches, but saved just the 1 hit. I think, again, his fastball command, especially to the right-handers, has been excellent on the outside corner. And we've seen more change-ups from him tonight. So getting away from probably the scouting report the Rangers had, that certainly helped them.
First pitch to Robinson Chirinos, catcher, in there for a strike. 8-9-1, Chirinos, Strasburger, and Stubbs. Only a hit. Prince Fielder base hit in the first. Mariners got a Montero RBI fielder's choice in the first inning, and Mark Trumbo 2-run homer in the third. Mark 2 for 2. He's got 12 home runs now. Said it hitting.
He was acting like he hit the knob of the bat.
Lloyd said, hey, get some help from first base with Bruce Dreckman.
We'll take a look at it.
Well, it's Knob City.
That's
Knob City. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
So they both missed it.
Oh, my goodness.
Take another look at it. Dreckman said it hit him on the wrist. That's not the case. That's on the knob of the bat. That should be a foul ball. Wow. And Chirinos was acting like that was the case.
Yeah, he wasn't even making them.
And Lloyd's coming right back out of the dugout again. He wants him to take a look at it.
Put your headphones on. Talk to New York. Tom Hallion, crew chief.
Yeah, take it again. He's going to check his swing, but you can see the knob of the bat. And his reaction was telling me that it was probably a foul ball. It still pinched his hand a little bit, but if it is the knob of the bat, that is a foul ball.
That's a new sign. Go put the headphones on. Go talk to somebody. Tom Hallion on the right. Crew chief Dan Bellino working home plate. You'll love to hear that conversation. Jeff Bannister, Rangers manager. Let's take a listen.
Sounded like a foul ball to me. Meantime, Nuno continues to throw off the mound, staying loose.
.89 miles an hour on that pitch. Should have been an out. Throw down to first. It's one of the longer reviews we've had in the last month. Boom. All right. So far, my man holding the bags, hanging in there.
It's taking a long time.
You can hear Rodney Dangerfield, bless his heart. While we're young, Judge, while we're young. Wow. Oh, man. Call stands.
Wow, surprised.
Jeez.
Lloyd's not happy about it at all. Lloyd saw the replay, I'm guessing half a dozen times on the big screen, and he certainly thought it was a foul ball. Not happy in the dugout right now at all.
A double play ball and make it a moot point.
And another good changeup.
Very effective tonight. 306 on that review. Man, oh man.
He's not rubbing his hands down there, Rob.
3 runs, 5 hits for the Mariners. Left 2, no runs, 1 hit for Texas. Rangers have left 4 men on. Nunez walked 2. Both of them in the second inning. He struck out 7. Got a 1-1 count here. 1-2. Strasburger with a homer and 3 runs batted in thus far. Stop by Perrin. 2-2. Angels have overtaken the Dodgers right now. 2-1, top 5 in Anaheim. And Houston 4-0 at Oakland, top of the 4th. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 out here in the 5th. And strikeout number 8 for Nuno.
Right back to the changeup, 82 miles an hour, just off the outside corner. That'll bring up Drew Stubbs. A couple of at-bats, has struck out both times swinging.
Eight strikeouts for Nuno. Ties his career best. David Ardsma, Mariner jersey. First entry in the baseball register. David Ardsma. I think what last time I saw we saw him was with the Giants.
That's a good question. I think you're right.
I know I saw him at one point this year. What a life of closers, huh? He had it going on. The league had it going on. Rodney had it going. It doesn't last long. It tells you how remarkable Rivera was. Rolly Fingers and those guys. Eckersley. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Ardsma released by the Braves September 1, now a free agent. 1-2 pitch here to Stubbs. Swing. Struck him out. That's 9 Ks, a career best for Vidal Nuno. 2 outs here in the 5th. Keep up with the pennant races in true HD quality on MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service. College students, you bet, enjoy a back-to-school offer with 35% off discount. Authentic. Let's try that again. You gotta get it authorized, and blackouts and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV today. Fly ball hanging up a long ways. O'Malley, and he gets it. Nice job by Nuno. He's got 9 Ks through 5 and a 3-0 lead. Vacation. 3-0
Nicely done. Very good.
3-0 Mariners. We take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Felix tomorrow on the mound against these Rangers to wrap up this series. 3-game set with Colorado and the Angels to wrap up this penultimate homestand. Then we go on the road. Beltre, the gloves, throws at O'Malley.
About Nuno tonight.
Very impressive, man.
His fastball is on the outside corner to every right-handed hitter, right. But his changeup has been the pitch. I don't remember him throwing as many changeups, and he's had a good one tonight.
And you mentioned it. It probably goes counter to their entire scouting report.
I'm sure it does.
What the hey is this?
They've watched their film, and they have the scouting reports, and so I'm pretty sure you're absolutely right that they're even surprised the Rangers are. But you know what? He's worked his way through the lineup a couple of times now, and
he's got 9 Ks.
They still haven't made the adjustment.
That's a career best. Good work.
And he had to throw a lot of pitches in the first 2 innings, but starting to settle down with 11 in the 4th and 13 in the 5th.
1-hit shutout against the team with the 5th best batting average in the American League, the Rangers. 5th in runs scored per game, too. Chirinos. And wow, thank goodness for that helmet. I was talking to Jesus Sucre about that. About a 10-day stretch he had. Got pummeled in Chicago. And again, we send out our best to Stephen Vogt of the Athletics. That is the worst shot in the male region I've seen anybody get since Jerry Cooney hit Larry Holmes in their heavyweight championship fight many moons ago. And guys, I was talking to Lloyd, talking to Jesus Sucre, and a few other people, as Marte draws a walk. You never saw so many guys empathize for Vogt for a guy the way they did in that dugout. Because they could see his face. They heard it because we heard it up in the booth. And the guys that sit over in the dugout, it was just guys were sick.
Hey, Lloyd spent his time behind the plate.
That's what he said. He's been squared up.
Yeah, they know. Third time through the lineup for the Mariners. Marte with that walk. Kyle Seager 2 for 2 tonight and scored 2 runs. Trumbo with a 2-run homer his last time up. He's waiting on deck.
Second walk. Perez. Seager 2 for 2. Trumbo 2 for 2. Marte good speed at first. And Perez well aware.
Average move for a left-hander.
That was foul. One out, one on here in the 5th.
61 pitches, 37 strikes. 21 batters faced, 14 first pitch strikes.
Oh, and 2. Outfield straight away for Seager. 0-2 pitch. Ball 1.
Kyle 2 for 2 tonight, has his average up to 273 now.
But a nice climb for him. One-two pitch. Think he wants that one back?
Yeah, he's talking to himself right now. Hitters will do that. Couple of pitches. You can see the second pitch was a little cut fastball in the middle of the plate, and this one a curveball that he leaves up and in the middle of the plate.
1-2. There's the one he was looking for. Cranked high, deep, right center field, gone! 2-run homer, Kyle Seager. 5-0 Mariners. Seager with his 23rd home run. 64th RBI. He's enjoying a 3-for-3 night. 3 runs scored.
And he has just beat on left-handed pitching this year. 23 home runs, 11 of them off of lefties. And you take a look at it, it's a little cutter again. 86 miles an hour, middle of the plate, right at the knees. Very little head movement on that swing. See Kyle staying right there with it. He drives it into the seats out in right center.
Got it on a 1-2 pitch. And after the previous pitch, it seemed like he focused in just a little bit more, right?
He didn't want to miss another mistake, that's for sure. Kyle scored 3 runs tonight.
Trumbo homer, 2-run shot left field his last time up. That's what Mark did on a 1-0 pitch last time up for Seattle City Light power play.
Not a changeup. Full extension out in front. Hits it off the walkway. Edgar Lloyd, everybody happy about that. 2-run homer.
That's going to drop down. 3 for 3 night for Mark Trumbo. Some good offensive numbers tonight. Thanks to BECU on most Monday nights this season. Families can purchase select view-level seats for one low price. Enjoy affordable fun when you join us this Monday. 7:10 start time, our next event. Pick up your tickets at mariners.com/specials. Good inning for the Mariners here in the 5th.
Mike Maddox, pitching coach, making another trip out to the mound. And Lloyd McClendon looking at his lineup today. Cruz not available, so he put Trumbo in that number 3 spot, and it's paid off. He's 3 for 3. So Seager 3 for 3 with a home run, and Trumbo 3 for 3 with a home run.
Robbie 1 for 2, base hit to center and a ground out. One out here in the Mariners' 5th. Walk, 2-run homer, and a single now. Takes a strike. Cano with that monster home run he hit last night gives him 15. He had 14 in last year's campaign. Did not go, says Tom Hallion. Counted 1-1. Seager moves to the head of the class here. Our Arco top tier performers, left-handed hitters against left-handed pitching, and home runs hit by them.
3 of the 5 in this ball game tonight. Saw Cano on there with 6, and Fielder with 8.
2-1. One pitch. He's got a good count to work with here. 3-1. Montero's on deck. Trumbo at first base, 2 runs already in. Cano hitting .329 since July 1. 7th best average in the American League since that date. Slow Chapper will get the tag. Trumbo to second base, 2 outs.
Whereas now at 73 pitches, Tanner Shepard's hard-throwing right-hander getting loose in the pen for the Rangers.
I was talking to Chris Jimenez, the catcher from Texas, and he didn't start the season with the Rangers, but I said, dude, your bullpen is ridiculous. He says, well, the Mariner bullpen isn't too shabby either. He says, last night I'm in there with this guy Zick and Kensing and these 2 Ramirez guys. He says, what are you talking about? That bullpen, said, if you can keep those arms together and get those guys, get them going. I said, that's a good point. I mean, both teams have just, it's an arms race.
Something that I was talking to Gary Hill on the radio side of things before the game today, but we saw J.C. Ramirez, Jose Ramirez, you mentioned Tony Zick. All those guys mid to upper 90s with some movement on their fastball. So they just need to get to a point to where they can repeat it and throw more strikes, but you have to like their arms.
So Jimenez was saying, he said, yeah, with sink on it. I mean, it was stupid last night.
Montero with an RBI in the game. Into a fielder's choice to pick up an RBI. He's 0 for 2.
That hitch of his looked a lot more pronounced his last couple of swings.
That has.
Down and in, a lot of people have gone after him since in all of his stints up here with the big club. They've been pounding him on that pitch. Seager highlights the 5th. No doubt about it, home run, his 23rd of the season, and the Mariners have a 5-0 lead.
Tink with you at the Ford Sports Desk. We are headed to the 6th inning. Tomorrow, we've kind of saved the best for last. That's my belief. I don't know that the Texas Rangers would agree with me. It is Felix in the finale against Derek Holland. Rangers, again, probably aren't as happy to see the King. He's 3-0 with a 2.18 ERA and 3 starts against Texas so far this season. Holland, on the other side of things, trying to win his 4th in a row for the first time since 2013. Coverage begins at noon. Guys, back upstairs to you early.
That's a good pitching matchup tomorrow. Here's Prince Fielder leading off. Look at this. Nuno's on it. Throws and dug out by Trumbo. That's played by Vidal Nuno.
And he gets a quick out on the first pitch right off the end of the bat.
He's changing speeds beautifully, isn't he?
Yes, he really has. And again, his changeup has been excellent tonight. Had a good slider to the lefties.
Got a career best 9 strikeouts. He's walked just 2.
And you can see the next pitch will be 90 for him. Danny Farquhar getting loose in the pen.
Only hit he's given up a base hit to Fielder in the first inning. Beltre 0 for 2.
Let's look at Danny.
Veteran Beltre taking his time to step out.
They've tried that a number of times throughout the game, and it hasn't bothered Nuno
exactly.
at all.
I've seen this movie.
Another good changeup.
Beltre to be followed by Mike Napoli.
See, 22 changeups, 16 for strikes. They've swung through half of them, and it comes right back with it.
Good work tonight. It's 4 assists for Nuno tonight. Quick 2 outs here in the 6th.
92 pitches, 60 strikes, 22 batter space, 17 first pitch strikes. So working ahead.
To project ahead to next year, he looks like he's a nice fit. Just swing guy.
Well, yeah, I think you can bring him in to get a lefty out. He can be a long guy out of the pen. If you need a spot start,
yeah,
he'll pick you up there.
Swing and a miss by Napoli. Mike's walked and struck out looking. The 21 starts. This is his 21st start since his last victory, June 27 of 2014. That also covers 45 appearances. Two-one. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
His location with the changeup has been excellent. Another good one right at the bottom of the strike zone. You can see it moving towards the outside corner.
Two pitch with 2 outs. It's playable for Kyle Seager. Fair territory. Great inning for Nuno. 2 comebackers and a pop-up. 6 strong. 1-hit shutout performance by Vidal Nuno in the Mariner 5-0 lead. Two-run homer by Trumbo, another by Seager, and an RBI by Montero in the 5-0 lead for the Mariners. Time for a Geico This Date MLB history. September 9 of 2010, Ichiro became the first big league player to collect 200-plus hits in 10 consecutive seasons. In that same game, it was a 1-0 loss for Felix Hernandez Bautista. Hit his 50th home run. Felix was so good, and that was a game that helped win him the Cy Young Award because people started paying more attention to numbers beyond a win-loss record. His sabermetric numbers were outstanding that year. Here's Brad Miller leading things off here for the Mariners. Had a couple of groundouts tonight. 0 for 2, and he's ahead here 2-0. Followed by Romero and Barron, and Sheppers and Martinez. Get ready. Three 3-0. Brad started the night 4 for 8 hitter against Perez. Stephen Romero on deck, 0 for 1. Brad's aboard. Good speed on the base pass for the Mariners. Third walk by Perez. And here comes Jeff Bannister. Pitching change coming up. A couple of right-handers warming up, and we're going to see one of them. Stephen Romero, the chance to make some things happen here in the 6th as Tanner Sheppers will enter the game when we come back.
Nothing. Hi, everyone. Angie Mentink here at the Sports Desk. Don't miss Big Sky football all season long right here on Root Sports, your home of Big Sky football. And the action begins Saturday, September 19th at 1 p.m. Pacific when Montana State travels to Roos Field to take on the Eastern Washington Eagles. And speaking of those Eagles, they've got the Root Sports Big Sky co-offensive player of the week in Cooper Kupp. He was absolutely fantastic against the Oregon Ducks this last weekend. For a full broadcast schedule, visit rootsports.com. And guys, Tanner Sheppers, he's got a nifty name.
6'4", 200-pounder out of Mission Viejo, California, 28-year-old right-hander.
He's going to face Seth Smith. Smith going to pinch hit for Romero. 38 appearances on the year, a 5.66 ERA, 29 strikeouts, and 21 walks in 35 innings. It's been a struggle for him.
Fly ball left field. Strasburger for the out.
For Martin Perez, 5+, 7 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 79 pitches, 48 strikes. He gave up a couple of home runs, 1 to Trumbo and 1 to Kyle Seager. He is responsible for the base runner at first, and Brad Miller.
14,330 on hand here tonight. Stephen Barron looking for his first big league hit. This is his major league debut this evening. 0 for 2. Fly to right, bounced into a double play. Bouncing ball, another double play opportunity. Odor, middleman, made it happen. 6-4-3. Rangers are out of the 6. 5-0 Mariners. Contributed an RBI as well. Time now for a T-Mobile Data Strong fan photo of the game. And it comes from Aaron. Nice little selfie there to document his time here at the ballpark. Stephen Barron fan club, family and friends. In his first major league ball game tonight.
Well, I think Nuno's a big fan.
Oh,
He's done a nice job behind the plate.
Good call.
Nuno going to start here in the 7th inning. He's given up just 1 hit. Joe Beimel getting loose in the bullpen. Danny Farquhar with Joe.
Cano going back. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Who would have thought after all the pitches he threw in the first 2 innings that he'd be out there in the 7th.
Right. I'd have been happy to get through the 4th the way that thing was going.
98 total.
There he is, 6 1/3 in. 6 2/3 innings. Twice he's gone this season. May 11th against Washington and August 22nd against the White Sox. Here's Odor. He did a great job hanging in as the middleman on that last double play to end the inning. Comes Seth Smith. 2 outs.
You're right about Odor. He made sure that Brad Miller ended up on his back early. You don't see guys throw from that far down.
I like that kind of toughness.
Well, it helps protect yourself too.
Yeah. No, but
Get the runner out of the way.
He was in there strong. Yeah. And just hung in and made a heck of a throw. You got to get down. Chirinos. Walk and a disputed hit by pitch back in the 5th. That turned out not to hurt the Mariners. Just joining this ball clearly hit on the knob of the bat, but folks in New York disagreed and said he got much part of his hand as anything, and he was awarded first base.
26 batters faced, 21 first pitch strikes, and he has dialed up the outside corner on the righties with his fastball and changeup.
1-2. Prince Fielder's got the only Texas hit, first inning single to right center field.
And I think that was a broken bat.
Yes, it was. Most certainly was. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Torinos backs out. Full count. Career best 9 strikeouts tonight for Nuñez. Walked 2. Walked them both in the second. Didn't hurt him. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. 10 Ks on the night for Vidal Nuñez. 7 marvelous innings. 1 hit shutout baseball here at Safeco Field. How about stretching your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list? Play today. Some of the beautiful colors here in Seattle. I want to thank the gentleman who tweeted in a picture from Idaho as the sun was setting in that great state. Vidal Nuñez, brilliant tonight. 10 strikeouts, 1 hit shutout ball through 7. 2-run homers by Trumbo and Seager, with Montero knocking in a run in the first inning. And there's your story. 5-0 Mariners as Sean O'Malley leads off.
And for Nuñez now at a season high 106 pitches.
Good count here for O'Malley leading things off. 3-0.
10 strikeouts.
Career best.
Yeah, 1 hit.
Yeah, broken bat looper. Some great work. 3-1 to Sean. Tel Marte on deck. Now is aboard. We'll see him in motion.
Why not? You have Marte walking up to the plate. He can handle the bat. It's like Sam Freeman, left-hander, getting loose in the Rangers' pen.
Top of the order, Marte struck out twice, walked and scored.
Say this for O'Malley. When he takes his lead, he's not afraid to get out there.
Right? Marte and O'Malley, two the best runners the Mariners have on the ball club. The other way for a strike. O'Malley stole 20 bases in 89 games at Tacoma. Marte late, 1-2. Glove of Chirinos. 0-2 strikes.
Shake your hand, Marte. He'll put you on first base. It's not too
Houston 7-1 lead now at Oakland in the bottom of the fifth. Angels lead 2-1 over the Dodgers. Seventh, O'Malley runs. Throw to second. No chance. Stolen base for O'Malley. He's 2 for 2.
Strikeout looking for Marte on the breaking ball. Talked about the lead and a really good jump.
Marte has K'd 3 times tonight.
Going to have a pitching change.
Jeff Bannister coming up. Started today, a game behind Houston for first place in the West and 2.5 ahead of Minnesota for the second wild card spot. But the Mariners have them 5-0. Back with more right after this. The Mariners, a 10K performance in 7 innings, 1 hit, shutout baseball against the Texas Rangers. Take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game. And we'll take you back to the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch to Kyle Seager. Goodbye. Pitch before, they had fouled one straight back, and that pitch was almost in the same neighborhood. He was really focused.
Well, for Kyle, just off to a great start here in September. Along with that home run, he's having a good night all the way around. 3 for 3, a 2-run home run, and he's scored 3 runs.
New pitcher Sam Freeman. O'Malley, good speed. He's out at second. He walked and stole second. First inning bunt beats the shift. Ball went down the line. Beltre knew he didn't have a play. Ball hit the bag for a base hit. Base hit the center, and then a 2-run homer, which we just showed you. The other way. What a night! 4 for 4. O'Malley will stop at third. Outstanding.
Another inside-out swing, hitting 93-mile-an-hour fastball the other way. Mark Trumbo also 3 for 3 with a 2-run home run.
Pitch to Trumbo. Late call. Strike. Trumbo's more stunned than I am. He wasn't exactly quick with that one.
And it was down out of the strike zone.
Hello. So 2. Pulls it down the line. Beltre's got bubble. Everybody safe. Run score. 6-0 Mariners. Infield base hit for Trumbo. Another RBI, his 3rd of the evening.
Well, you can imagine with a couple of strikes, Beltre playing back. That pitch down out of the strike zone looked like a changeup. Adrian typically one of the best at it. Bobbles it. That'll be an infield hit for Trumbo.
Scoring in a play, O'Malley. Seager, Trumbo, everybody's safe. Now there's Cano, 1 for 3. Momo, pinch running at first for Trumbo. Popped up. Field fly roll in effect. Catch made by Odor. And there are 2 outs. Next Tuesday is Cholesterol Awareness Night here at the ballpark, presented by AstraZeneca. All fans 18 and older are encouraged to take advantage of a free cholesterol screening and receive healthy heart tips. Screenings will be available until 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Jesus Montero, an opportunity to drive in another run, picked up an RBI his first at bat. On a fielder's choice in the first inning. Kyle Seager ended up scoring on that.
2-2.
Danny Farquhar, he's been up a couple of times. Looks like he will take over for Nuno. Again, Nuno, it's a great outing tonight. 7 innings. He's at 106 pitches. That's probably enough for him. Season high 106.
Montero's gone on 3 pitches. As Trumbo drives in another run. 3 for the night. Danny Farquhar be the new Mariner pitcher in the 6-0 lead. For Big Fish Casino, big catch. Big catch indeed. It was Vidal Nuno.
Great command of his fastball, but a tremendous changeup tonight, and he threw it a lot. Probably a quarter of his pitches tonight on the changeup. Another fastball in the outside corner. That was a really good pitch for him. There's the changeup. He had it dialed in, giving up just the 1 hit. That was to Prince Fielder. Eventually comes back and strikes him out. Another good breaking ball. Down in the zone all night long.
Nuno in line for his first victory since June 27th of last year. That's 45 appearances ago, and well-deserved handshake for the pitching coach.
Will Venable going to pinch hit. Danny Farquhar takes over for the Mariners.
Danny's 5th stint with the ball club this year. Joey Gallo on deck.
Go, Danny, throw strikes.
Here's the Farquhar profile. 2-2 to Venable. That's the leadoff man for the Rangers yesterday. Went 2 for 4. An RBI double. 3-2.
Joe Beimel ready to go in the pen.
Marte makes the play, 1 out. There's Joey Gallo. He's going to pinch hit. Boy, did he hit a monster home run in the 8th last night. Gallo. 1-2. Ball 1.
One of the better fastballs we've seen from Danny this year. 95 miles an hour.
Good pitch. Gallo got a piece of it. Barron held on. 2 outs. Round up the fellas. Head to Safeco Field this Saturday. EQC Guys Night Out. Pick up a ticket, a drink voucher, and a Mariners cap with a built-in bottle opener for only $35. These specially priced tickets are available at mariners.com/guys. Fastball command has been an issue for Danny. Yeah, looking good here tonight. Here's Chu. Two.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the pace of Nuno. Danny's not too far behind him.
You bet. That might be his best outing we've seen him all year. Man, his fastball command was outstanding. 2 strikeouts, a 1-2-3-8. Mariners lead 6-0. Sports being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by Jack in the Box. If the Mariners win, mention Mariners for a free Jumbo Jack with purchase tomorrow at Jack in the Box. Fantastic weather night, fantastic baseball night for the Mariners and their fans. A 6-0 lead over the Texas Rangers. Vidal Nuno and now Danny Farquhar held Texas to 1 hit on the evening. Luke Jackson takes over on the mound for the Rangers.
Just 2 appearances for him so far. An inning and 2/3, a couple of strikeouts, 1 walk.
Maybe only Jacob deGrom of the Mets has longer hair this season.
I think deGrom ended up getting the win for the Mets tonight.
Cespedes 8th inning 2-run homer. There's Brad Miller. Pounds it to the new shortstop Alberto. Boy, that's a good looking arm. He's got 1 out. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag #RootFanFave. Each month, 1 lucky fan is going to win a Coors Light refrigerator just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. So Hanser Alberto, he's the new shortstop replacing Elvis Andrus. There's Hanser, he's in his pinch runner. And last night's ball game and scored a run. Carson Smith preparing for the 9th inning. Smith in the game is a pinch hitter back in the 6th for Romero, flying out to left field. First inning RBI, fielder's choice RBI for Montero. 3rd inning, 2-run homer by Trumbo. 5th inning, 2-run homer by Seager. And an infield RBI for Trumbo in the 7th inning, accounting for the 6 Mariners scores. Broken bat 1st inning base hit by Prince Fielder. The only knock for Texas tonight. Two 2-1 pitch. There's your line score. 9-hit performance by the Mariners.
A couple of home runs for him tonight. Kyle Seager with the 2-run homer. Trumbo with a 2-run home run. Kyle Seager 4 for 4 tonight.
Smitty pounds one. First baseman Napoli. There's 2 outs. And Mark Trumbo's 4 for 4 as well.
I think that's left is for Stephen Barron to get his first major league hit.
Yeah, there you go.
I think you have to give him some credit for the Mariner pitching tonight. Did an excellent job behind the plate.
Kept a good pace working with him, Nuno. Worked well together. Just flied to right and bounced into 2 double plays. Already got the fan club working. Strike one. She was sending out the vibe. Pounded to Alberto. And that'll do it. 9th inning coming up. Fielder Beltran Napoli against Carson Smith. Mariners lead 6-0.
Welcome back. Carson Smith in for the 9th. Coming up on Mariners postgame, presented by Delta Airlines. I don't know who Jen Mueller is going to get. Mark Trumbo, 4 for 4. Kyle Seager, 4 for 4. Both of them with a 2-run home run. It's a tie in my mind. And then what about Stephen Barron, who made his major league debut tonight and caught a heck of a game? We always will speak with the skipper, Lloyd McClendon. That's what the head tonight. As far as tomorrow, it's going to be Felix in the finale, making his 46th start against the Texas Rangers, his most against any opponent. It hasn't helped him because he's blanked him this year. 3-0 up against Derek Holland. What a pitching matchup. Felix Hernandez, after his 17th win of the season, that would tie Alex Keuchel for the American League lead. And guys, we wonder, in the pregame show when we were going to see Carson Smith again. I guess we have our answer.
Well, he's well rested, that's for sure. Thank you, Angie.
61 appearances for Carson. Opponents hitting just .205 against him. 2.70 ERA. Good fastball in the mid-90s and the slider. We'll see a changeup from time to time to the lefties.
First time we're seeing him in 5 days. He's got 3, 4, 5 in the order coming up. Fielder, Beltre, and Napoli. Fielder on a broken bat blooper in the first, the only Texas hit. James Jones takes over in center field. O'Malley moves from center to right. And Jonesy was called up yesterday. O'Malley moving over to right. One out.
That will bring up Adrian Beltre. A couple of ground outs. Strikeout swinging.
Ball 1 to Adrian. Strong throw by Marte. Well, lots worked well tonight, man. This has been something. Been really good. Quick 2 outs. Brings up Mike Napoli. Napoli 0 for 3 against Carson. Napoli tonight, walk, strikeout looking, and a pop out the third. There's strike 1-1. One pitch. Nasty, nasty, and nasty. Carson Smith for the put-away right here. 1-2 to Napoli. Did not go, says Bruce Treppman. Ball 2. Two and 2 to Napoli. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch. Strike 3 call. Ball game over. Mariners win it. And congratulations to Vidal Nuno. His first win of the season. His first win since June 27th of last year. That covers 45 appearances since he last personally tasted victory. Great performance with a lot of help from Danny Farquhar and Carson Smith, and offensively a lot of good stuff for the Mariners, Mike.
And Nuno also a career high 10 strikeouts in this one. And Kyle Seager really having a great September. 4 for 4 with the home run. Trumbo moves up in the lineup to third. Lloyd McClendon moving there. 4 for 4 with the home run. Everything working well for the Mariners tonight. The pitching staff as a whole holding the Rangers down to just one hit.
That's outstanding. A one-hit shutout, 2 hours, 26 minutes in front of a crowd of 14,330. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Bill. Fellas, good stuff to talk about tonight.
For a change, it's been real nice to talk about this one, guys. Thank you very much. The one hit Nuno gave up, kind of a broken bat, little flare by Prince Fielder in the first inning. And then 8 hitless, scoreless innings. Fantastic. Congratulations to him. Nuno had gone 20 starts since his last win. He was 0-10 in that time, but he gets the win today. Offensively, Seager, Trumbo, we'll talk to them in just a second. Trumbo in just a second. Keeping the hitting streaks alive, Bill. Getting it done
both these
easily.
guys have carried hitting streaks for quite some time and have really made this offense hum. Here you see Trumbo with his home run, a changeup off Martin Perez. That was just the beginning of the fun. You see Seager gets a cutter from Martin Perez. He deposits one in right center. These guys, 2 4-hit nights and did some long ball damage as well. You see Trumbo with his 11th home run. Or these are hitting streaks. The home run was number 12 for Trumbo as a Mariner, 21, and of course that's number 23 for Seager.
23 for Seager. Both of these guys getting 4 hits. Mark Trumbo standing by with Jen Mueller. Jen?
So, Mark, I'm wondering, given the fact that you and Kyle Seager have the identical lines tonight, some sort of contest going on with you two?
You know, I don't think either of us realized until that last at-bat maybe, but that was really special. You know, it kind of pumped me up watching him fight those at-bats in front of me, and that was all the motivation that I needed.
In addition to just getting that motivation, how did seeing those pitches and how were you able to just feed off of the at-bats?
I think I, controlled the count all right, which was big. The pitches I did get, I was able to put in play. And that's the biggest thing. If you miss your pitch, it doesn't always go your way, but tonight was all right.
You are on a run of success that you have not had previously in your career. What's been different the last couple of weeks for you?
I think it's exactly what I was saying. If I get a pitch, I've done some stuff with it. You just want to sustain it. I've kind of a streaky hitter, and sometimes I'll, go all right. But if I can keep it up, that'd be great.
So with that moonshot that you hit tonight, just sneak a peek as you were around in the bases?
You want to make sure it's going out. It wasn't. I was pretty sure it was going, but sometimes.
Well, it's good just to make sure. Nice job, Mark. It is home run number 21 this season, number 12 as a Mariner.
All right, Jen, Mr. Trumbo, thank you very much. I tell you what, when he hit it, Bill, I knew it was out.
This
the
guy's
sound.
It is a special sound. I mean, he's got monster power, and he hit that changeup kind of with one hand out in front. You're starting to see what this guy's capable of doing. We've seen a slew of left-handed pitching, and I think that's helped him get some rhythm and some confidence. And then he's hitting righties and lefties both, and it's fun to see him do well.
Moved up to number 3 in the order. He responds. 4 hits, including a home run. A lefty tomorrow. My guess is we'll see Trumbo back in the lineup tomorrow. All right, post-game show just getting started here tonight. Mariners get to celebrate as they win Game 3 of the 4-game set, breaking the 2-game losing streak. More on Seager, more on Nuno. We'll hear from the skipper. Look ahead to tomorrow on King Felix's start on Mariners Postgame, presented by Delta Airlines.